For more, we're going to cross now to our regional correspondent, Jan Camenzind Broomby, in the Thai capital. Hi, Jan. So what is the latest that you can tell us on the aftermath in Bangkok?
Yeah, let me just take you through what we can see here in Bangkok. Behind me, you've got this enormous mound of rubble. Rescue teams have been working day and night for the last 2 days to try and get the dozens of people are still trapped inside. At the moment, there were four odd people on the top of that, and there was a crane lifted up there with some kind of a lift police system. Now, yesterday, the last time we saw that, we saw a dead body being taken down. This time, we don't yet know exactly what's going on. There are drones in the sky here surveying the mound of rubble, trying to find out where people are, trying to find out the best way to get to them. Next to me is a tent. There's a desk, and that's where the forensics team is engaged in discussions with the families of those people who have loved ones inside. They've been waiting here also, some of them from just the moment essentially after the earthquake happened. They rushed here. They've been sitting outside waiting, hoping, praying that their loved ones will come back. The forensics team here to help them identify the dead bodies if it turns out that their loved ones haven't made it. We're edging closer to that 72-hour cutoff point, after which it's less and less and less likely that the people inside will have made it. So a race against time here.
And meanwhile, in Myanmar, Jan, we're starting to hear a bit more from people inside the country as internet connectivity is starting to return, at least to some areas. So what have you been hearing from there?
That's right. The connections really were down pretty much as soon as the earthquake happened. And I've been able to now get in touch with some of the people that are in Myanmar. I spoke to a young student, a 20-year-old in the city of Mandalay, one of the hardest hit cities. She was telling me that at the time of the earthquake, she was terrified. She ran out of the restaurant that she was in. Luckily, she's made it and she's safe. But she said that she's hearing from the people there that in the nearby towns, there is the stench of death. The rotting bodies of the people in the buildings has created this smell that has enveloped the entire city. She said that she's worried there isn't enough healthcare. There aren't enough healthcare personnel to deal with the number of people injured. There aren't enough ambulances. She was saying, I was speaking to a doctor in Yangon. That's another big city in Myanmar. She was also saying that she just doesn't think the healthcare infrastructure is up to the job in Myanmar. And it's not just that. It's not just the earthquake. Myanmar, let's not forget, has been engaged in an ongoing civil war since 2021. That's when the military junta took over. And that civil war has also complicated the relief efforts. I imagine being a rescue team, the area you're trying to go into is not only damaged by an earthquake, it's not only got infrastructure that is damaged because of this roads that are covered in rubble, but also it's engaged in a struggle for the control of the country. And we know that the military junta continued to strike areas even hours after the earthquake took place. Now, one of the main opposition groups, the PDF, they have said that they are unilaterally declaring a truce, a peace for a period of time. But it's a unilateral decision. There are other militia groups inside that will be continuing to fight. And it seems like the military junta also, given that they've been doing these airstrikes, will also be continuing to fight. That all on top of the earthquake that the UN has said is essentially, the WFP, I apologize, has said is making it incredibly difficult for them to operate inside the UN, saying that there's now a shortage of medicine inside. The people in there I've been speaking to telling me that they're really hoping that international aid can come and help them out and fill the gap that's been left inside.
Sounds like an unimaginably dire situation indeed. Jan Camenzind Broomby in Bangkok, thank you very much for that update.